crafty friend. Today is April 2nd and it's time for another sheet load of cards. So thank you so much for stopping by to see what I created. I am a part of this creative team. I have provided a playlist link in the description box and on the end card of this video. If you don't want to use the playlist to hop around to see what all of us have created, you will also find a list of all our channels in the description box. So this month's printable that is created by Call Me Crafty Owl will yield 12 cards. And the fun part is that it was inspired by Danny of Danny's Dreams. I was really excited when I saw that. So I love these printables because you have all the dimensions to cut your paper and the cutting guides on the back as well. But what I also like is if you don't want to make 12 cards, Alicia of Call Me Crafty Owl has these dimensions here for you to create only one card if that's all you're looking to create. So this is a very versatile printable. You can use it to make 12 cards. You could cut it in half and use it to make 6 cards or make 1 card. There's so many ways to use this and I love them. So all the information that you need to know on how to get your own printable is in the description box, and you will find out all that information. And you'll see a debut video from Alicia that talks about everything that you need to know. So I wanted to use this paper pack here it's called the Wild Flower Birthday 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And because I'm using this paper, and I wanted to show you this sheet. Let's see, I probably don't have it because I probably already cut it down. But it comes with two sheets of that you can punch out all these ephemera pieces. And I have used a lot of them. They're just so much fun. And it was hard to decide which ones I was going to use to match the printable. But there are so many different ephemera pieces. And so these were a little big. I didn't want to use them, but we got some flowers and I think there's some cupcakes in here and all kinds of good stuff. So because of that, what I really liked about using this paper pack is my cards, they have a variety of look this month, and that's what made it so much fun. So let's go ahead and look at my cards, and then I can kind of tell you what stamp sets I used, and because I wanted them to have a different look and different sentiments, and we'll just kind of go through them like that. So here they are. So I tried to make, because this ephemera piece here was a long piece, so I cut it in half, and so I went ahead and made 2 alike, and this is the Pretty in Pink card base, and I decided to emboss my sentiment in gold, and that sentiment comes from the Charming Sentiments. And so I had, embossing is a lot of fun, but it takes a little extra step. And so I had to figure out which embossing powder that I wanted to use. And the one I picked was one that I had picked up from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. So there are those 2 designs. And then because I had 2 of those ephemera pieces, I wanted to switch it up. Because you know how when you do the printables, if you do them the way it's called for, your designer papers will land in a different place on each of the cards. So this floral paper is in the background here, and then my gingham, pink gingham, is here and on the background here. And because of that, I changed up the colors of my card base. So this card base is the soft seafoam. And then I have 2 of them. And then on the inside, I'm just adding some more of that paper at the bottom that I used for my strip on the front. And I wanted to make the sentiments, I didn't know what color to put, so I decided to do the early espresso because I love that color. I love the chocolate browns with pastel colors. So that's what I did. And again, that Because You Totally Deserve It comes from that Charming Sentiments. And so that's what the inside of the ones look like before. So then we have that design, 2 of them. And then there was this cake one. So I had to put my sentiment down here instead of up in this area because that cake was so big. But I still think it came out really cute. And then again, the inside is still like what I've done on the other ones. And then because I wanted to change up the card base color, the reason why I did this on this soft seafoam, because I wanted to use that balloon and I didn't want it being right on top of the pink because it's pink itself. So that's why I chose this little design for these cards. And I think they're so cute. I really like them. And then we moved on to, I ran out of things to do for birthday. So I went ahead and pulled out the flowers that's in this ephemera pack and decided to pull that in. So instead of embossing my sentiment, I did my background here in the gold foil sheets. And I used my Layering Ovals framelit dies for that. And this is popped up. The flowers are laid down flat. And I don't know if I told you on all the other ones, but pretty much like the cupcake is popped up here and the sentiment. The cake and the sentiments popped up. The sentiment and my ephemera is popped up on these. And the same on these ones right here. So the only thing I popped up on this was the Thinking of You. And I have 2 that look alike there. Now, the inside, because I said Thinking of You, I wanted a sentiment to be different. So in this case, this one says, Hope your day is a happy one. And this one says, You're in my heart and prayers. And those 2 sentiments come from the So Sincere. And I think I have a couple more that come from that set. So there are those 2. And then we went with the pink card base, Thinking of You. Again, the inside of this one says, Have a lovely day. And that sentiment came from Flower Cart. So this set this month was a little crazy for me because I was changing it up. And this is popped up and those are laid down flat. And then this last one, Thinking of You, says, Hope you're feeling better soon. And again, that came from the So Sincere. Now, the Thinking of You came from the Layering Leaves. So I had to pull out a few stamp sets, 4 of them, in order to get these cards created this month. And then I stamped that sentiment in Blueberry Bushel. And like I said, I did early espresso for the inside of those other ones. And the only reason why I have the Pretty in Pink and the soft seafoam was because I had to do the back of my cards. And so I usually like to stamp them in the same color as the card base. So there we go. There are my cards for this month's sheet load. And I think it was so much fun. That's all I got to say. It was fun because you could get a variety of looks. Well, at least the way I did it. You don't have to do it this way, but because of the paper pack that I chose, I was able to get this variety. And I think that's what I really loved about it. I love the variety. So there we go. Thank you so much for stopping by to see what I created. I have a link to my Stampin' Up! Store in the description box if you would like to support me in my small business. I occasionally get asked about my craft mats, and I have this one and a pink one. So because I get asked sometimes, I've just decided that I'm going to always put my affiliate link in the description box and how you can get 15% discount, and all that's always going to be in my description box. So have fun checking out all the other cards created by the team members. And if you liked this video and these cards, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, until my next video, have fun crafting, everyone. And remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.